Alert Meteorologist Cutter Martin. He's live in the Cool Ray First Alert Tracker in LaGrange, about 60 miles southwest of Atlanta. What are you seeing on the roads outside right now, Cutter?
Unfortunately, Tracy, it's almost what we're not seeing. Those lane lines, curb versus not curb, everything is a coating of white, which in itself is making driving just a little bit hazardous. We're off of I-85 now, just inside the loop around LaGrange. That's Davis Road. We are on Greenville Road right now, headed westbound into downtown LaGrange, and you can see there are tracks on the roadway. Things are very, very slick. Overall accumulation still relatively low, less than an inch, I'd say, here at the moment, but it is still snowing fairly heavily, and conditions are not improving, and our car thermometer, which tends to skew warm, down to 23 degrees here in LaGrange. So absolutely everything is sticking, and it is extremely slick. And occasionally when you see people making these turns, even with a well-traveled roadway, we're seeing them spin out and occasionally kind of slide up against the curb. We actually have a person, again, unable to see lane lines, definitely not staying in their lane. And that's just not something you want to do out here. It's very slick. It's hilly here. We're having to go 10, 15 miles an hour tops, and conditions are getting worse with snow still falling. We're going to stay on the southwest side, let you know how conditions likely deteriorate over the next few hours. Reporting live in Troup County, Cutter Martin, Atlanta News First.
Thank you.